Face is all different. All right, we're now recording. So basically, first of all, I want to just talk about the stuff we have coming up. So coach sneak peek, we're going to do that next Monday, I think, right? That's going to be the start date, the 21st. So we're going to do coach sneak peek the 21st. So for the newer people, the newer coaches who don't know what that is, the sneak peek is a way of basically taking people who are interested in learning a little bit more about like what Beachbody coaching is, how it works, how do we make money, what do we do, all that kind of fun stuff. We'll basically run a group, us being me and the other leaders on the team. We'll run a group, and the group will last basically 5 days. We'll post videos, we'll post information on coaching, and basically kind of open it up to a big like Q&A. So the group is just a giant place for people to watch some of the videos, read some of the material, and ask whatever questions they want to ask about coaching in general. So we'll share as much as we can about coaching without overwhelming people. And you guys are all welcome to invite anybody that is interested in learning more about coaching to that group. So you just have to let like me or Melissa or Julie know that you want to be in the sneak peek group, and they will add you to the group, and then you will add your prospects, we'll call them, to the group. Okay, so what I want you guys to know is that you are going to be responsible for making sure that your prospects see the posts that are in the group. So basically, the way we usually set the group up is all of us will be admins, and only admins will be able to post to the group. So we'll be the only ones that are able to make a post in the feed in the group. Everybody else can comment in the group, okay? So they can comment on anything that we post about, and they can comment anything. They can comment any question, even if it's unrelated to whatever we posted. But just to keep the posts about the material that we want to share with everybody, we're the only ones that are allowed to post in the group. So what you're responsible for doing is then tagging your prospects in the post to make sure that they're seeing the material, okay? So we can't keep track of everybody. We keep track of who we bring in, and the reason that we add you is so that you can make sure your prospects are seeing the material that we're posting. Okay. Also, if there's something in particular, and maybe your prospects are a little quieter, and you know something that they want to ask, but they're not asking in the group, let us know, and we'll try to cover it. Okay. So we're pretty flexible on that kind of stuff, and we will, post. We'll post about particular things if people want to know about them. So that's coming up the 21st, and I think if you want to kind of plan ahead as well, we're going to run one on, what is that going to be, the 10th?
No, it was I think it was the 15th of October 13th of October leading into that week.
13th, that's right. All right, yeah, that'll kind of work out. 13th.
12th.
13th. What? 12th? I'm trying to count the days back. 15, 14, 12. There you go. So 10, 12. So we try to hold a sneak peek every month. That's the idea, so that you guys always have an opportunity to invite prospects to a sneak peek each month. So that one will be the week before Super Saturday. So that's kind of leading me into the next talk, which is Super Saturday. So remember, once again, newer coaches, Super Saturday is Beachbody's quarterly event where they talk about things that have happened over the last quarter and some of the things that are coming. Okay. So these events are held everywhere. You can see the events in the coach online office. If you don't know where to go, post on the team page. We'll show you exactly where to go to see all the Super Saturdays. If you're local to like us, where we all are, I'm hosting Super Saturday in southeastern Wisconsin. So if you are close enough there and you want to make the trip, we would love to see you at the event. Super Saturday is also another great opportunity to bring prospects to an event, meet other coaches, talk to other people that are doing this, learn more about the company, learn more about Beachbody in general, learn about some of the new things that are coming up. They always have like good stuff on there about like people sharing awesome stories and things like that too, which people like to hear about. So that is another great opportunity. Remember, coaches usually have to pay a small fee for Super Saturdays to try to help the person running it cover the venue cost, but prospects are always free for Super Saturdays. So keep that in mind as another opportunity. Definitely get to a Super Saturday. Make that happen. It's on the 17th of October. I know some people run like Super Fridays and Super Sundays too, so you just have to check on there and figure out, which one's closest to you, and if Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, whatever they're running it, whatever's going to work out best for you. So those are posted. They'll be adding new ones pretty much all the way up to like probably 2 weeks before that. So check back and just try to get to the closest one that you can and gather some people up and bring them with you. Okay, so that's another opportunity for you guys as well. So outside of that, remember we're running Coach Basics groups starting the 1st of every month. So we got one running right now. Once again, another opportunity for you to share with your new coaches that there is a training group that's going to be running. So even if they come in halfway through the month, so you get them in, soon, like tomorrow or something, and we're on the 15th, just let them know that on 10/1, we're going to be starting another Coach Basics training group. Okay, so the idea of the Coach Basics is to get people familiar with everything that we feel like you need to know as a new coach starting out. We'll try not to overwhelm you with tons of information, but there is a lot to know and there is a lot that you can take advantage of. Whether or not you as a new coach decide to take advantage of everything is completely up to you, but I hope that you check out as much material and soak up as much knowledge that you can. So there is a lot of stuff, but it's all very important stuff. We try to share everything that we find important and that we know is important because we've been doing this for a while. Okay, so it's beneficial to you guys to take advantage of the knowledge that we're trying to share with you. Okay, and once again, just another place to ask questions. So you as new coaches, I hope you have a ton of questions, and I hope you're not keeping all those questions to yourself. Ask the questions, whether you're in Coach Basics or if your new coaches are not in Coach Basics and they have questions, that's what the team page is for. Fill the team page up with as many questions as you would like, and one of us will answer them for you. Right? Good. Shake your head. Yes. Everybody. Yep. Good. Perfect. All right. So those are just some of the things that we have going on, just in case, I know we have a lot of newer coaches on the team. Those are some tools that you can use. So remember, we're going to run those groups for you. We're going to help you. I'm not expecting you to know everything there is to know about coaching, especially if you're new, but that doesn't mean that you can't find people that are also interested in learning more about an opportunity, and let us help you train your coaches. Okay. Until you feel more comfortable, then you can do whatever you want. You can even run your own Coach Basics group if you would like. Okay. So lots of different opportunities there, lots of different tools that you guys can use to help your new coaches ease into the business and get hit the ground running, basically. So that's pretty much all I wanted to cover there. So I hope you guys saw my videos. I went on a little mini video rampage and posted some stuff. So one of the things that we've kind of been seeing lately is, like, I know that some of you guys are a little bit quieter. I know that you read posts. I know that you watch videos, but I would like for you guys to maybe talk a little bit more. Share something. If you like the video, comment on what you liked about it. I would like everybody to stay away from the like button. Okay, I would rather you not even like my video. Okay, if you liked it, comment and say, I liked it. I want you to do that, okay, instead of clicking the thumbs up. We're going to make it a little bit more difficult for you. You're going to have to type some words, but I want to get the team page more active. I want to get people asking questions, people sharing ideas. This is a great place. You guys, this is an awesome resource that is being so underutilized right now. You have access to a lot of coaches who have been working and doing this business for a long time that have a lot of ideas. So don't think that you have to find the perfect idea by yourself. Ask questions. That's the idea. Okay, so that's what the team page is for. It's a resource for you guys to utilize, to ask questions, to get new ideas. So if you're in that spot where you feel like, I'm stuck right now, I don't know what to do, I've hit like this roadblock, I've hit this hurdle. I like to use hurdle because I feel like you feel like you can get over a hurdle, you just got to jump. Roadblock is like a big rock and you feel like you got to plow through that thing. A little bit harder, right? It's just a hurdle, okay? So if you've hit that hurdle and you want to know how to get over it, start asking questions. Okay? Ask questions. That's what you have to do. Somebody out there is doing this and doing it right and doing it well. And the only way that you can find out how people are doing it right and well and creating an awesome business with this opportunity is by asking questions. That's the only way you can do it. It's just not going to magically appear in front of you. You have to ask questions. You have to go out there on YouTube and search out these leaders in Beachbody and see what they're doing, watch their videos, you know, the National Wake Up Calls. There's lots of tools out there. There's lots of recordings of top coaches sharing ideas on things that they've done to basically move their business forward. You just have to use them and utilize the tools that you guys have in front of you. There's a lot out there, and you can use a lot. So I just don't want to, I don't want people to quit this business because they feel like it's not working. That's like the worst possible thing you can do. A long time ago, a smart man once told me that the only way to fail at Beachbody is by quitting. And I firmly believe that. You can fail over and over again at being a Beachbody coach, but you only really fail, like really, really fail, if you quit the business. Okay? You got to know that you're going to fail a lot. And you got to be okay with it. That's the thing. You can't let the failures get you down. Okay? They might knock you back a little bit, but you have to keep moving forward. That's the idea. Okay? You're going to get a million no's. Sorry, it's going to happen. You know who else it happens to? Me. All the time. Okay? It still happens to me, and I've been doing this for a long time. I've been doing this for like 5 years. Okay? I just got used to getting no's. No's are good. That's what I want you guys to know. No's are fantastic. Okay? I would rather get no than maybe all the time. Okay? And the reason is because maybe is like, oh, now what do I do with this person? It's kind of like they're dragging this out and holding on, and now you have to check back with them all the time. Like, hey, remember when we talked about that? Are you still a maybe on that? Like, where are we gonna? Are you a no? Or are you a yes? You want to go? And they're like, oh, you know, I'll talk to you in a couple days. And you talk to them in a couple days, and it's like, oh, I'm kind of busy. Let's talk next Monday. Well, let's talk next Friday. I mean, oh, hit me up in like a month though. I just got kind of busy at work. These people will drag you on over and over and over and just waste your time. I would rather just get a solid answer, whether it be yes or no, so that I can move on, cross that person off my list, or say, I'm going to follow up with that person in 3 months and just check again. They're no for right now. That's great. 3 months I know to check back. I don't have to keep checking back every day to figure out if this person's ready or not. No's are fantastic. So always try to get a yes or a no answer from somebody. We as people, I know this because I still do it sometimes. I catch myself. Everybody out there, maybe, kinda, they're like the most typical answers that we give because it lets us not say no to somebody else. That's pretty much what it is, okay? Maybe it's like, you know, I might do it, but if I don't, it's okay because I said maybe, right? So that's the easiest answer to give. I want you personally, this is like a little task for all of you guys. Catch yourself saying maybe and instead decide right there whether your answer is yes or no. I want you to do that. Every time somebody asks you a question, never answer with maybe. Always make it a yes or no answer. It's going to make things so much better for you too, okay? Because then you don't have to think about like, oh yeah, I got that thing. Maybe I was going to go. I don't know. See, now you're thinking about it. If you just say yes or no, you are already committing or not committing to doing something. And that's it. You don't got to think about it anymore. So I want you guys to do that in your own lives. Change to the yes or no. And then also when you're talking to people about Beachbody, about joining your challenge groups, about, you know, maybe joining the sneak peek group or whatever it is, try your hardest to get a yes or a no answer out of them. Don't let them stop at a maybe. If it's a maybe, ask them why it's a maybe. Get down to the real answer, because there's something, maybe to me means there's something that's holding them back from being a yes or a no. And I want to know what that is. Is it money? Is it they don't know which program's going to be the best for them? Is it there's something they're unsure about Shakeology? What is it exactly that's holding you back from a yes or a no answer? I want to know that because I'm going to answer that question. And then if you're still a maybe, I'm going to answer your next question. Until you give me a yes or a no answer, we're just going to keep answering every question that's making you a maybe. And we're going to turn you into a yes or a no. That's it. And it's okay to do that with people. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Just say like, maybe, honestly, you can tell them this. Maybe is going to be a time waster for both of you. Maybe means you got to keep checking back with them, and they got to keep hearing from you until they decide whether or not they're going to be a yes or a no. It's going to be super annoying. I say it to people all the time. Like, if I don't really care if you go yes or no on this. It's completely up to you. But I just want you to know that with a maybe, that means I'm going to have to keep bugging you over and over again. And nobody really wants that. I don't want to bug you, and you don't want me bugging you. So just, we can work this out. Let's keep going through the questions until you figure out whether or not this is the right solution for you. Do that, okay? One task for you guys right there. I have another one as well. Are you ready? I'm giving you guys homework. Aren't you glad you tuned into this? Like you have all this homework to do now. Okay. So let's see. What was my other idea? I did have another assignment. Now I have to think of it because I got totally taken off on this other tangent here. Oh man. See, this is what happens when I start talking a lot. I just forget what else I wanted you guys to do. It was a very interesting thing. I'm gonna have to think about it. Damn. That's good too. I was thinking about it on my way when I was driving back from the gym. I was like, that's a great idea. I'm going to have them do that. So if I don't think about it during the meeting right now, I'm going to post it later, and I'll make even a separate video on it. I'll talk all about it. Oh, I remember what it was. Okay. So I'm going to get a little serious talk here. So I talked about this in the videos too. I talk about goal setting and what do you really want from this business? Okay. I really need you to think about it, and I really need you to know what your why is. Why do you do Beachbody? Why are you a Beachbody coach? What do you want from this business? What do you hope it gives to you? Okay. And what I want you to do is take your why, whatever that is. So if you want to be making $2,000 a month, and that's what you want in Beachbody, and you have a goal, you want to be doing that, I don't know, at the end of this month, at the end of next month, whatever it is. Every time you do something during the course of the day when you could be doing something for your business instead, I want you to put a little tally mark down. Okay? Because what you've done is you've decided that what you want, your goal, your why, isn't as important as doing something else. Okay? I don't care what it is, okay? I'm not here to say things in your life aren't important. I just want you to do this so that you have an idea of what you're doing in life that you have decided is more important than doing other things, okay? And I don't care what it is. Like I said, this could be I had to take my kids to their basketball game. That's a decision, and I want you to tally mark it, okay? And I'm okay with you even writing down, this tally mark was me taking my kids to a basketball game because they had to play. That's okay. I had to take my sick grandma to the hospital. Tally mark, write it down, okay? And I want you guys to see over the course of a couple days, next week I'll even ask you about it. I want you to see how many tally marks you have, okay? And then you can really look back. The reason that's even cooler if you write down what the tally marks are is it's going to be important for you to be able to go back and be like, how important was it taking my kids to the basketball game? Was that important, way more important than my why and my Beachbody business? If it is, cool. That's fine. But at least you wrote it down and you know that. You know which other stuff you're going to write down? I decided to watch Desperate Housewives marathon on Saturday for 3 hours. I decided to watch every NFL football game on Sunday. Okay? All of this stuff Write it down. Okay? Tally mark it, write it down. And then we're going to look at what your goals are with your business. What are your goals? What do you want? And we're going to really see how important those goals are to you. What are you willing to give up to hit your goals? This is a very important question, for sure. For the people who are really serious about making a business with this is the most important question you have to ask yourself. And there's going to be some hard decisions you're going to have to make, unfortunately. I'm sorry. And I'm perfectly cool with you putting things in that are like, I just need that. I need that because that's like my break from everything else. You know, maybe you have like a little hobby thing you like to do and it's like an hour a week or something. You're like, I got to do that because it's like my break thing. Okay? Write it down. You get to make the decisions on everything that happens in your life. Once you can grasp that, your life becomes so much cooler. It's like, wow, I didn't really know I had all this power. You honestly, every day, you make thousands of decisions. You just don't know it because you're just so used to doing everything. Like you're like a robot. And you're just like, okay, it's Monday today. I got to do this, and this for sure. I'm also going to add this in today. That's a little bonus. I didn't want to do that, but I'm going to do it too. But we're just like on the schedule that we keep doing every day. Whether or not you know it, you make a decision. You make a decision every day if you want to go to work. I can tell you right now, 5 of my tally marks are going to be, I had to go to work 8 hours. That's going to be 5 of my tally marks. I'm making a decision to go to work. Is it important to me? Maybe. Is it helping me get towards my goal? No. But maybe that's something that I have to do. So that's an okay tally mark for me. These are just examples. We choose things every day. And whether or not you want to make excuses about it or like why you have, I call anything that you say you have to do, I just call that kind of like an excuse. You're making excuses basically. And sorry, I'm not here to hurt feelings, but that's really what it is. Okay. We're just making excuses for why we have to do things or why things are happening. You know, things pop up all the time. I get it. But the majority of the time when we don't make something happen, like when I talk to some of these coaches at the end of the month and I'm like, okay, your goal was Success Club 5. Why didn't you do it? Oh, well, you know, like I had to do this and then, you know, well, I had to go here and we went to this concert. I had to go there. You know, I bought tickets for it. You know, I had to do this. Oh, and then my job, you know, I kind of got this job. I got to go part-time at this other place. And, you know, my hours got kind of switched around. And these are all excuses, unfortunately. And I'm sorry, that's just what it is. Because if you want something bad enough, you're going to make it happen. I guarantee you'll make it happen. I use examples with people all the time, and they sound really, really stupid. But it makes you think about, like, wow, how important really is this to me? So I'm going to give you one of my dumb examples right now because I think that you guys need to hear one. So if I was like, so I'm just going to use Melissa because she's right there. But she usually gets this anyway, so it doesn't. If I was like, okay, so it's the last day of the month. Melissa has 0 Success Club points. If I was like, Melissa, you have 5 hours to get 6 Success Club points. Or we're going to have to cut off both your legs. That's it. How important, how much, how hard do you think Melissa would work to get 6 Success Club points, even if I gave her 2 hours? Do you think, like, she would be on the phone with, like, everybody? She'd be, like, in a phone book, like, calling people. Like, hello, hi, Melissa, Beachbody coach. You ever heard of Sandy? Like, she would be killing it because she wants to keep her legs because her legs are important, right? I think so. I mean, unless she doesn't like her legs that much. This is a dumb example, but it shows you the importance. If something is important to you, if your goal, if your why in this business is that important to you, there is nothing that will ever stop you from hitting your goals ever. It won't happen because you'll never stop working at them until they do happen. That's the most powerful thing that I can teach you in this business. You can choose to either listen to me or not listen to me. But in the end, sorry, I'm going to be right, and you're just going to have wasted a bunch of time. That's it. That's my serious talk to you guys tonight. I just want you to understand how important your why is, and I want you to make it important. Make it like a non-negotiable thing. I don't even care where you set your goals at. I love using Success Club as a goal because I know it will increase your revenue, your income every month if you always get in a Success Club. It is the Beachbody driver. It is all that's ever talked about. Go to Summit, go to any of these quarterly events, talk to the leaders. I mean, here, I'll give you an example. In Team Panacea, Chris Reed will not even have you talk to him. He won't even listen to you unless you are consistently in Success Club, because that is like his gauge for whether or not you're serious about your business or not. That's the gauge he uses. So if you want to go talk to Chris Reed and be like, hey, Chris, how do you have 5 business centers, and how do you make 6 figures a year being a Beachbody coach? How do you do all this? He's going to find you in the drill down, and he will literally go back like months and be like, okay, have you been getting in Success Club 5? And he'll just type that to you. He's like, well, how about you start with being consistent in Success Club? Talk to you after you start doing that. The end. Because you need to be consistent in your business. That is the number one thing. Consistency is the key. Whether or not it's Success Club, whether or not it's sharing with 5, 10, 15 people every day, whatever your goals are, whatever you set for yourself, you got to make it important. You got to make it non-negotiable. That's the thing. Don't make excuses for why you can't do things. Okay? If your grandma got sick, that's fine, because she only got sick one day. You have 30 other days. Okay? The only reason they're using that as an excuse is because your grandma got sick on the 30th of the month and you had to go take her. Well, why were you waiting until the 30th of the month to get your 5 Success Club points? Why didn't you do it on day 1? Don't wait till the end. Don't wait till the end. That's the part of being consistent in your business. If you're consistent from day 1 of the month all the way through day 30, it's going to be easy. Okay? You're going to make your life way easier. Don't be the person that gets like 4 Success Club points like in the first 4 days of the month and then like, yeah, now I can cruise because I only need 1 more point. Like, how hard is that going to be? I just got 4 in like the first 2 days. Easy. You know what happens? They end with 4 points. That's what happens because they wait. They stop being consistent in their business. They stop doing what got them the 4 points to begin with, and they go in like this little cruise control mode, and they don't work their business. Consistency is key. Hitting your goals is key. Not making excuses is key. That's it. That's how you work the business. The end. That's it. I mean, that's all I got for you. I'm pretty sure that that's probably enough for you guys tonight. But yeah, I mean, I'm sorry if it feels like you feel like I'm calling you out or whatever, but it's just facts. It's just how the business works. People told me that too. I tried to do my own thing, and in the end, they were right, and I don't want you guys to waste time. It's my biggest message all the time. Please listen to me. Please just, whatever I say, really think about it and really try to implement it because it's going to help you, and you're going to be like, yes, Gavin, this is awesome. It is working. And I'll be like, thank you for listening to me. Thank you for not trying to do your own thing. Thank you for not being me when I started this business. Don't waste your time. Listen to the upline. Listen to the coaches that have been doing this. Take some advice, okay? It's okay to be wrong. It's okay. I'm wrong still too sometimes. And that's okay. Okay? Just take some ideas, run with them, try new things. Don't be afraid to try different things. Cool. You guys got some questions or anything? I know we're getting kicked off here in like 8 minutes. You guys got anything on here?
Jason, do you have any questions?
No.
All right.
How do you,
I have no
I guess
questions.
you don't have any questions?
No.
I can answer that just by first of all, Gavin, what is the author of the book Go for No?
I don't know the author. I'd have to look it up. It's a good book though.
Yeah, that's a great book. I haven't read it yet, but I mean, I've heard lots of little tidbits here and very like lots of posts, but or quotes from that. But if you're not getting no's, then you're not working your business. You're not doing the things that you need to be doing. So you know you're doing the right thing when you're getting no's, and you're going to get probably 100 no's before you get one yes.
Yeah, the book is by Richard Fenton. It's called Go for No. Yeah. And I mean, I like the concept of the book. It's like a good idea. It's like change your mindset about things. And instead of like constantly searching for like the yes, go out and try to get no's. Mix it up. Go out there and get some no's and be happy that you got some no's. And this is exactly what I mean, I kind of talked about this a little bit in my video, but it's like if you go out there and you're okay with getting no's, you're going to make your life so much better, okay? Because I know right now no's are bringing you down. I know they do. It hurts to get no's, right? But if you're okay with getting no's, if you go out there and you're actively searching for no's, when you get yeses, it's going to be even cooler. It's going to be more awesome. You're going to be like, oh, cool, yes, wow, that's different. I'm usually getting no's. Yeses are cool. But if you can go out there with that mindset and be like, all right, I'm cool with a no, that's great. I'm going to go over here and talk to this guy now. I'm going to talk to that girl over there.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to make your life better.
And don't
I have a question.
make up people's
Oh, you have a
minds
question?
if they know for them.
I have a question. I get this question a lot, and people ask me, what is Beachbody? And my response is, I say, well, Beachbody is basically you promote health and wellness. And I was just wondering, like, have somebody ever asked you guys this question before, and how did you guys respond to that? Because that was just my response. I mean, I probably said some other things to go along with that, but I just basically it came down to say, hey, this is what we do. We promote health and wellness. I mean, we're out there promoting to people who want to get fit, but they still know how to do it.
Yeah,
Basically,
yeah.
like,
I like that approach.
what would you? I mean, how did you guys approach it? I mean,
So
I really do believe that it's not a scheme. It's not about selling anything to somebody, because that's not what Beachbody is all about. I truly believe that, because a scheme, if it was a scheme, like you know it works. How can you call it a scheme if it works? It's proven to work if you follow the system. So I just want to get your guys' kind of thought on that. Like, how would you guys work that?
I think there's maybe different questions. So if somebody asks like what Beachbody is in general, then I just share about what the company is. I share about, Insanity, P90X, because most people have heard of those, amongst many.
Right. I've done that too.
So that's if they're just asking about Beachbody. If they're asking about what a Beachbody coach does, it's a little bit different. And I like a lot of the things that you said, okay? Because as a Beachbody coach, I think we can relate to it as trainers a lot. Is I feel like being very much like being a trainer, except we use different tools. That is it. I'm not using a gym. I'm not physically there with you, but I'm giving you a proven fitness program that gives proven results. I'm giving you a different tool. Instead of me handing you this curl bar, I'm handing you this DVD. That's it. That's all we're doing. We're using a different tool set to help promote health and wellness. That's it. That's what I say.
Yeah.
Melissa, if you want to add something, but that's kind of what I do.
Okay.
And see, these are you don't have to get into the nitty-gritty details about being a Beachbody coach unless this person is honestly looking to learn more about what Beachbody coaching is. If they want to know, like, okay, well, what is it exactly? How do you earn money doing it and all that kind of stuff? Wait for them to ask the questions and then answer those questions. And if you don't feel comfortable answering those questions, we can do a Zoom chat. You can do a Zoom chat with Melissa and bring them on.
Yeah.
You can have these meetings with them, because this is the thing with new coaches. I hate for new coaches to guess answers. Okay.
Yeah.
What's going to happen is if they go out and they look and they find an answer that's different from the one that you told you lost all your credibility on talking about coaching. That person's gone. You just lost them. So instead of guessing, I would rather you be like, I'm kind of new to this and I don't know necessarily all the answers. I don't want to give you a wrong answer. But if you're interested, let me hook up a call with me, you, and Melissa, and we'll talk about any questions that you have about Beachbody coaching. Or, hey, we got this coach sneak peek thing coming up. It's a cool little group, goes 5 days, and they just share information about what Beachbody coaching is, what we do as coaches, some of the cool perks, how we make money, all the stuff that you want to know. Or if you want to ask some questions, I can add you to the group and you can ask all the questions. That's the idea of using your upline and using these tools, these sneak peeks, stuff like this that we're providing. You know, you don't have to know everything, and you guys can even be active in this stuff. I mean, I wouldn't want you to be like, hey, let me get you on a call with Melissa and she'll kind of talk to you about it. No, I want you to be on that call, because then whatever questions they ask, the next time you're going to know the answers. Okay, you're better the more you do. Okay, even with the sneak peek, be in the sneak peek if you want to. Come check it out. Come look at some stuff. You might learn something. I mean, that's the idea of these groups. You're gonna pull something from these groups all the time, and you're going to get better at coaching.
Because I have two military personnel that were inquiring about that. I got one that's really serious about. She's about 90% about doing it, and I just want to make sure that like I'm not steering them I'm not giving them any false information.
Right.
And what I did was I kind of gave them like the coaching link for my page. I just said, hey, just look at this video, you know, get a perspective, and we just go from there. If you want to know more, just let me know.
Yeah, I would really search for the questions, really find out what they want to know in particular, and then we'll give the answers to the questions. Like I hate when people ask me like really general questions, like just tell me what coaching is. I'm like, well, what do you want to know in particular? And then I'll answer that, because that's way too broad of a spectrum. I don't want to start talking about stuff that you have no interest in. Tell me what you really want to know about coaching, and I'll answer that.
Okay, makes sense.
Yep. So I don't want to get kicked off without saying bye to you guys, but thanks for being on the call. If you have more questions, post them on the page, shoot me a message, whatever. Feel free to answer. I'm free to answer any of your questions. But thanks for being on the call. Thanks for recording.
Thanks a lot, Gavin. I appreciate it, guys.
No problem.
All right.
See you guys later.
Later.